I don't even know what happened. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna share it over now. Alright, perfect. I think we're supposed to be good now. We're not? What's going on? Good? Yeah, we're good. Alright. Share this and start the live on the other one. I think I just found a creative name for my late night videos. Yeah. I think I just found a creative name. Found a creative name, guys. Because these has become a staple, innit? So, why not? It's best if I it's best if I have a structured name for it. Only thing. No, I never got to check out what was happening. What? I was notified that more than banger and go on. So here I am. I mean, I say I have something to do with Daryl cause. So here I am, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am. Alright. Let me see. Clips. I think we good. Okay. Okay, what's up? Alright, we good. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Oh, KB. Shout out to KB. I was like, wow, that's a big panel. Shout out to KB. June, what's up, June? Thank you, June. I appreciate you. Alright. Make sure you smash the like button and hit the notification bell. And click all. So you get all notifications and share it with your friends too. So we can expand the platform, right? That's how it's done. Ain't it something? Oh, and I want to invite you guys to watch the video uploads. Alright, Colleen, hi, good night. How are you? What's going on? What's happening, Colleen? What's happening? Ah, here we go. Here we go. What is this? Why am I picking up a Bluetooth? What's up, Norma? What is up? No, man. What is this? Hey, listen. We all got a part to play, alright? So you guys have to make sure you put the fuel to the fire, okay? Like and share up the video. Support the Cash App, the PayPal, and the Zelle. If possible. Oh my God. What is happening right now, bro? What is that ACK BT? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Why is it adding it? I don't want disconnect, please. And move. When was this a part of? I'm not getting my Bluetooth to connect. Why is it taking so long to remove the device? They don't want me to be great, bro. They don't want me to be great. I don't know what the hell is going on right now. Why the box is not a part of why the box is not a part of my what? Yo, what is this? No, no, no. Look at it. Right? It's not turning off. It's just yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like this. One more thing, I go check. What? Come on, bro. You gotta be kidding me. This don't make no sense. I'm genuinely confused as to what is happening right. Okay, turn off. Alright, cool. Finally. Lord have mercy. Let me try this again. Yo, let me try this again. Alright, okay. Okay, we have contact. Okay. Okay, we have contact. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Let me
See,
see.
dear Jamaica,
Alright. Alright, cool.
you will see, Jamaica, that when the stream is dirty, you're a maroon warrior. You represent the crude oil that the government is trying to find in this country. That's what she does. Dirty character.
Hold up.
Crude oil, not mucky, liquidy, sticky. But I ready for you, Natalie. I've been doing the research and I've been holding it. But come now, Natalie, come.
Who's that?
I want like say them a people. It's time Jamaica we stand up against these witches and these harlots.
What is going on?
Because that is what they are. East.
Wow.
And I said to myself, no, sir, me and the people can't mix up. And me simply take what me sell Jamaica from them. You think they wouldn't want audience over this platform? That is why they try to build up themselves, trying to get people to watch them. Unsubscribe to those platforms. Unsubscribe to them, Jamaica. And learn this tonight. I know they're going to come after me. Come after me, Karen. Come after me, Natalista. Come after me, Michelle. All of you come after me. But I am ready. I am ready. Michelle Stern. If you look at the situation of these women, very unhappy, very financially strapped, covetous red eye, blue eye, black
Mighty
eye.
God.
And you were talking about your maroon girl. The way all your black, you look evil like the black that you represent. So I'm saying to you all tonight, every day you send me to teacher, look here, look here, look here. Stop sending me things that makes no sense. Stop getting deflected by these tootsies who are paid entrepreneurs who has nothing else to do but to do what, Jamaica? Create illusions and divisions. So focus, Jamaica. Keep focus. And when you do keep focus, you must remember, Jamaica, that those Tutsis, those reptabates, are all paid political entrepreneurs. Let me tell you, every day they have a meeting. Every day they have a meeting at 8 o'clock in their war room. And they take who must attack which person from what angle. And they don't care if they even make you what, Courtney, unhappy or your family hurt. They will even go after your children.
Wow.
And remember, it was the same Karen Cross who started the story, saying Mark Golding did what he did to his wife when there was no truth to it. And he hurt the man. She hurt the man and the wife, and she never cared about that. But Karen Cross must remember about her daughter. Karen Cross, remember what you did to your daughter. Karen Cross, if I should ever talk, what you did to your daughter, Karen Cross. Karen Cross, remember, remember, remember. You must remember what you did to your daughter. But because me, you know where you are. I one thing I never endorse is a drug mule. I never endorse a drug mule. You must remember what you did to your daughter, Karen Cross. What can go? Trapped.
Alright, so obviously I missed a lot. Karen Cross. The only time I ever heard that name, I thought the person was talking about her. So what Andre just said, she's the one that told a lie on Mark Golding about him and his wife. How do these people sleep at night? You know, say, it is not my intention to come on here and tell a lie for Andrew, honest. It is, listen, I don't want to. Do I desire to tell a lie on the Prime Minister? Anything you hear me say about the Prime Minister is what? Either facts or my opinion or how I feel based off my actions. But I don't want to be a false witness where the Prime Minister is concerned. Or anybody for that matter. How do you take money to lie on people? Lie to the point where you affect their loved ones. You're special. And in the worst way, you're special. You have no moral, ethical compass, no integrity. You don't come from no good cloth. Your mother and your father never teach you better. Man, listen, you can't make this up. Vicious red eye, blue eye, black eye. And you were talking about your maroon girl. The way all your black, you look evil like the black that you represent. Well, you have good and bad in every culture. True. Not all maroons are wonderful people. So I'm saying to you all tonight, every day on the send me to teacher, look here. Stop sending me things that makes no sense. Stop getting deflected by these tootsies who are paid entrepreneurs who has nothing else to do but to do what, Jamaica? Create illusions and divisions. Please, that is a fact. You guys need to stop that. You guys do it to me too. You know, send me things and ask me if this is true. Using the intuition, Karen Wagon, Bolo, you have no more than 32 days at most to get hot with earthquake and tsunami. Mighty God. Yeah, You hear the apostle talk about it, say, yo, anytime after the 30th of January, it's up. Anything can happen after that be. After the 30th of January, it's up. It is what it is, what we can do. God more position. So, you know.
Don't look at them. So focus, Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Keep
People just a distraction them. Stick to the substantive issues. Some of them people are really waste of time on the internet. I tell them that straight. You understand? Alright?
Focus. And when you do keep focus, you must remember, Jamaica, that those Tutsis, those reprobates, are all paid political entrepreneurs. Let me tell you, every day they have a meeting. Every day they have a meeting at 8 o'clock in their war room. And they take who must attack which person from what angle. And they don't care if they even make you what unhappy or your family hurt. They will even go after your children. And remember, it was the same Karen Cross who started the story, said Mark Golding did what he did to his wife when there was no truth to it. And he hurt the man. She hurt the man and the wife, and she never cared about that. But Karen Cross must remember about her daughter. Karen Cross, remember what you did to your daughter. Karen Cross, if I should ever talk, what you did to your daughter, Karen Cross.
No, this lady where I talk about. You, she know herself. And she know, we know say Andrea now come out here and just say something when not evidence about really. If you don't sure about him, I ask question. And sometimes he set her a trap. So, but me did hear the argument me still from hot off of the press about this Karen Cross lady. Me tell her Marlon, what can go so?
Karen Cross, remember. You must remember what you did to your daughter. Remember. You must remember what you did to your daughter. But because me, you know why you talk? One thing I do, but I never endorse is a drug mule. I never endorse a drug mule. You must remember what you did to your daughter, Karen Cross. What can go so?
Wow.
So me, I can tell her, I can remind her. Me, remember, you walk in misery and you can't get better in life. Because right now, we know she sit down and probably I wonder which part she can go get another money, who she can go cry, who she can go look for, you know, what go get her money and take piece of food and mash up in the PNP and go collect $1. Misery surrounds you. Misery surrounds you.
Wow.
Keep my mouth shut. We have kept our mouth shut for long, and these people, those Philistines and Sadducees, Jamaica, them coming like a pillar of salt. And when you look Jamaica, they are a sad reality. Sad reality. So I'm ready, Karen Cross. It's a war I think I'm ready to take on. And when I'm ready to take on this war with you, Karen Cross, remember, you can't win me. You're like Sambal and Tobias. Hello, caller, good night.
Hello, Andrew Stevens. Good night. I'm calling from Freeport, Illinois. I watch you down through the years. I watch how you humbled yourself and God exalted you. You know, no matter what they do, they can't keep you down. Bless up yourself. One love all the time.
All right, man.
Prayers
Mama.
up.
Yes, man.
Prayer.
God bless you.
One.
I want like say them a people. He says, say if you're going to the history quote me. When you look upon the one who claims that she a maroon warrior, allegedly what she do to Nico Picnic. I want like say them a people. It's time, Jamaica, we stand up against these witches and these harlots.
Wow.
Because that is what they are. Harlots, Jamaica. Who have destroyed the fabric of women in this society.
Wow.
Harlots.
Reputation mash up.
I know them going to plan now, how them going to come after me and sort me out and deal with me and dissect me. But when you're already Karen Karen Cross. Remember. I tried to, you know what I found out one day here? I wonder if I must stop. I will talk to you. You remember my old channel? My old channel with the 80,000 people. You know who I found using the old channel? The syndicate of these women.
What?
And I said, wow.
What?
It came to me one day, and I said to myself, how these people got my channel?
So them are rap people
And I
channel.
show Claudia, and she said, wow, Andre.
So them are rap people channel.
The snakes were around, and I never even knew.
Wow.
You hear what I said, Courtney? The snakes were around, and I never even knew. They were plotting how to take the channel for it to be beneficial to them.
Wow.
But Karen Cross, Karen Crosses, and Natalie Stock, and Michelle Stern.
She can't prosper.
Remember, there can be only one teacher.
She can't
and
prosper.
You will only be imposters. Let me take the final commercial break right now.
No, she can't prosper. She can't prosper. If she really have anything to do with the losing channel, she have to suffer, bro. Yeah, that's stealing. You didn't work for that. You didn't put in the hours. Come here after Vipers. I say, yo, like say, you know, they might try hack our channel. Anyway, let me hear what Jerry Bryan say, you see this pop up on my timeline. Hold on. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Sexual harassment is a crime. It is a crime.
Come here, pretty face and bad character. So all the blog you are blog, you don't know the difference between sexual harassment and sexual abuse. Sexual harassment are when man tell you the things them because they want to get in your panty. Sexual abuse is what you, Natalie Stark, have been charged for. Remember them lock you up in the United States for sexual abuse. Remember you mugshot them out there, Natalie. Remember you do the time, sexual harassment, first degree. Your mugshots are there. Why you don't leave the politician them in Jamaica alone, girl? You don't realize the Westmoreland people have nothing to do with labor rights. You don't see how the people them reject labor rights down there. You're not tired. You can't bring down no PNP politician in a Westmoreland because you is a sexual abuser. You is a pedophile. Your mugshots out there. You need to hide and come off of the internet. You're not no shame, girl.
Wow. What's your name? Natalie Price? First degree? Allegedly? Well, him show the mugshot. So, I don't need to say allegedly. Hey, man. Wow. Back to the show, ladies. That was a commercial break. Natalie what? Natalie Price?
Getting a your, but you, Natalie Stark, have been charged.
Natalie Stock, aka Natalie Price. Criminal sexual abuse, first degree. Hey, I want to with foreigners overseas. When you're on those kimono wagon, when you're in those types of, you know, when that is on your file, it's public. It's not like Jamaica. So if you're a sexual abuser, you're gonna be on file in America. People can just, oh, what's his name? Okay. What's her name? Okay. And look it up. That's how America is when it comes to those people. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Public, man. Yeah, man.
Or remember them lock you up in the United States for sexual abuse. Remember you mugshot them out there, Natalie. Remember you do the time, sexual harassment, first degree. Your mugshots are there. Why you don't leave the politician them in a Jamaica alone, girl? You don't realize the Westmoreland people have nothing to do with labor rights. You don't see how the people them reject labor rights down there. You're not tired. You can't bring down no PNP politician in a Westmoreland because you is a sexual abuser. You is a pedophile. Your mugshot out there. You need to hide and come off of the internet. You're not no shame, girl.
Mighty God.
2281 and experience the ultimate satisfaction.
Jamaica, welcome back.
Yes. Let's hear what is going on now. Meet
So come for me, Natalie Stack. I'm going to make you represent the crude oil that the government is trying to find in this country. That's what she does. Dirty character. Crude oil. So you say you come for me, Natalie Stack. I'm going to Natalie Stack criminal record here. So come for me, Natalie Stack. I'm going to make the entire Jamaica. You say you're a maroon warrior. You represent the crude oil that the government is trying to find in this country. That's what she
Mighty
does.
God.
Dirty character. Crude oil, Natalie Stack. Mucky. Liquidy, sticky. But I'm ready for you, Natalie. I've been doing the research and I've been holding it. But come now, Natalie, come. She not gummy, she liquidy, she loose. Very loose. But in the right time, Jamaica, I'm going to take on that battle.
No, man.
I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid. They might wonder, why? And they're not going to call me name now, you know. They might go, that little mad one, and they might go say, Batman. And Natalie, you can't use a gay argument because you and Karen tried to, let me tell you how them deceptive for them. They tried one time to put me up on somebody. Yes. And them realized I was not, because I know it was a trap. Because I have heard of the history of how they do things to people in the pen. But I behave naive. And I said, no, man, I'm good. We were sleeping at the house one night. Yeah. A Karen place, Bunga, Jerusalem, they said. And she was like, Andre, somebody going from me. I said, no, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. And she was like, yeah. Couldn't trap me. Remember, Michelle? You remember when you tried? Couldn't trap me. Couldn't trap me. Because I found out the belly of the Jezebels that you all are.
Wow.
No, Jamaica.
Yo, what kind of nasty people them? What? Mighty God.
The Caribbean Maritime Institute. Comes again. Years to ensure been suspected. Tonight, Jamaica, I'll be doing a massive crew. I'm going to Florida, Ishmael. I'm going to Florida tonight. Who wants to go to Florida with me?
Let's go to Florida.
Before I go to Florida, Jamaica, Ramon needs another $200 US. Can we put in another $200 US tonight? If 10 students put in who want to reach, going to ask some questions. Yes, Mama Gloria. I'm going to ask some questions tonight. But I must give you context for me.
Yes, please.
Before I ask the questions.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on.
You remember in 2019, 2021?
2019.
Between 2019 to in late 2019, the US visa for Daryl Vaz was revoked.
Right.
Not just Daryl Vaz, but equally his wife.
Right.
Reports indicated that the key focus of the investigation surrounding this was eventually a suspicion or the revocation with relations to Daryl Vaz's visits to Mexico City.
Oh.
You remember that, Courtney? You remember that argument in Jamaica? The visa was denied or revoked because of a trip to Mexico City. The reports mention investigation, suspicion, and activities related to his visits in Mexico, but do not state as he was arrested or held by the Mexican authorities. No. He got the reinstatement of the visa in September 2021. It was reported that the U.S. mission in Jamaica contacted Vaz to reinstate his visa. The speculation surrounding his trip to Mexico was a part of a large political controversy in Jamaica that included questions about his activities and the timing of the U.S. visa issues. Now, Jamaica. Does Daryl Vaz have a house in a place called Red Bay Lane, Parkland, Florida? Are you ready, Jamaica? Where I'm going tonight? Daryl Vaz, good night, sir.
Good night, Daryl Vaz.
Does Daryl Vaz
Mm.
have a house at 7671 Red Bay Lane, Parkland, Florida, 33076?
You know, the way the question is framed, that's an address. So I'm gonna ask Mr. Daryl Vaz, do you have a house at that address? I don't know what it means, but that's the question. Really, do you have a house at that address? Let's move on.
I'm going to ask again, Jamaica.
Mm.
Does Daryl Vaz own a house,
Mm-hmm.
a Florida house,
Florida.
at 7671 Red Bay Lane, Parkland, Florida, 33076? Very affluent neighborhood in Florida.
Oh, them about. Okay, they got a picture of.
Now, Jamaica,
Yo, these dudes is not playing.
you remember I spoke about the houses and the buses.
Mm.
The buses that were granted to Stewart's Autos. You remember the buses, Courtney? And I asked about why did the buses go to Stewart Autos?
Yes.
And also, same with Von Trolley.
Mm.
So I researched Jamaica, Ishmael, this one. The entity reference and Van Motors in context of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company.
Mm-hmm.
Contracts is primarily known as Van Motors and Company Limited. Put it up a little bit more, Ishmael. We're researching tonight. If you recall, when the buses were being granted, you remember the company Van Motors Company Limited.
Okay.
The key directors and officers of this company include Lorraine Von Strawley, the director and principal officer of the company, and John Von Strawley, serving as the purchases and sales manager. Recent business, that is John Von Strawley, Jamaica.
Okay.
He was a former CDR. In April 2024, the cabinet approved a US 18.9 million contract to whom? John Motors and Company Limited, to supply 100 compressed natural gas buses to the JUTC port.
Okay.
But let us look at the legal and tax history of this company. The company and its director, Lorraine Von Trolley, were recently involved in legal proceedings regarding Income Tax Act breaches related to declarations of income from JUTC businesses in 2018 and 2019. But I want to ask a question tonight, Jamaica. Am I allowed to ask the questions tonight? Trolley got a contract from the government of the cabinet of Jamaica, equating to 18.9 million US dollars. Who is Trolley to Daryl Vaz? Who is Trolley Jamaica to Daryl Vaz? Courtney, I'm going to ask again. Who is Trolley to Daryl Vaz? Is Trolley a business partner of Daryl Vaz? I'm going to ask again, Courtney. Is Trolley a business associate, partner, or family to Daryl Vaz?
Partner or family? Did you just say partner or family?
Again, Courtney. Is Trolley a business associate, partner, or family to Daryl Vaz?
Is he a business associate? A partner or a family to Daryl Vaz? John Von Stroley. That sounds like a movie star. You know, like John Van Damme or some shit. Yeah, John Von Stroley. Very interesting name, sir. Well, Daryl Vaz, that's another question for you right here. Let's continue.
And if he's a business associate, partner, or family member, is this another act of nepotism?
Oh, if it is indeed that he
How
is a
did
family
Charlie
member.
end up getting the contract to carry in the 100 buses?
You mean 60 something bus? We not get 100 bus, bro. We not get 100 bus. We not get 100 bus. What the 100? We not get. It's 110 buses. 100 functional, and then you have 10 for repair. That was the argument. We not get 100 bus.
Am I allowed to go even further tonight?
Please.
Am I allowed, Courtney, to go even further tonight?
Please.
Daryl Vaz, I'm not afraid of lawsuits because I'm asking questions.
Yes, these are questions.
I am guarded and I am ready because I am asking questions tonight.
Yes, probing. Alright. Like and share the video.
These
guys.
are not the old buses. These are the new buses that came in from China that stewards and this company got.
Oh, so it's not the 110 bus. Some new bus. I stand corrected. Okay, let's continue.
To carry in. And you remember they came and attempted to sue me. And I said to them, Courtney, come after me and be ready to get the truth to be exposed. But I am going even further tonight. See there, Courtney. See there, Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Trowley is also known, Ishmael, as one of the Spyglass Development latest project. Trowley owns several car in Ocherius, Andre.
What?
Trowley and Daryl Vaz, is there any truth that you are business partners involved in a luxury residential development in Jamaica known as Spyglass located in Red Hills?
Okay.
It's my last piece of document.
Wow.
Arthur Van Stroley led AVS Builders Limited. Am I to go further tonight?
Yes.
So Trowley got the contract from Daryl Vaz to carry in those 100 buses.
Okay.
But you think that is my substantive issue tonight? Do you believe that is my substantive issue tonight? It's not my substantive issue tonight.
All right. Set a rat trap. Laura, what's up? Good morning. Andre, they're on a serious banger tonight, man. This one here sound deadly. No joke about it.
So the house in question that I spoke about
Mm.
in Red Bay Lane,
Mm-hmm.
Parkland, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl Vaz bought this house from Arthur Van Stroley
What?
in 2020. Do I need to get further?
Yeah, because I'm not connected that they make, brother.
Here is the record of it, Jamaica. Ishmael, I'm showing you all tonight, Jamaica. It's all public record.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Cool. Caroline, what's up?
It was bought. But when you want me to go further, don't you? Say further, teacher.
Come on now, do it. Let's go.
So in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
Daryl Vaz bought this house from
Okay.
Arthur Van Stroley for $400,000 US. You don't hear what I said, Jamaica?
2020.
$400,000 US.
All right. So 400,000 US dollars. How much money we are talking about? In 2020. 157, 55. Well, no, 140, 45. $145.
$400,000 US.
How much that?
Ishmael put up the records because I want the records to be there. Daryl Vaz, I'm showing the records tonight. The house value, Ishmael, work with me, please. The house valued $600,000 US.
58 million.
Bring it up, Jimmy.
58
The
million.
house valued $600,000 US. However, based on public records, I want to be correct tonight.
Please, cause this serious. Be surgical. Take
In
your time.
2020, from Arthur Trolley for 400,000.
Mm-hmm.
And on June 2025, value then was 600,000. The sale was to a company called Kingston 21 Reality Group, LLC. It was bought, Jamaica, with cash.
What?
Cash. No mortgage. Then 5 days later, it was sold, transferred to a trust called Douglas Foundation Trust. Daryl Vaz, the Douglas
What?
Foundation Trust. Is that the name of your father? No mortgage.
What cash?
It was bought cash, Jamaica. Then
400,000.
transferred. 5 days after. 5 days after, Jamaica. It was transferred to the Douglas Foundation Trust.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm asking Jamaica, is that the name of Daryl Vaz's father, Douglas Vaz? When did he die? The house value is now over $1 million US. Look on Instagram, you will see his wife and them posting stories of the family in the house. In 2020, that was the year, or 2019, I believe, that was the year that Daryl visa was cancelled. So if he gave up the US citizenship, the house could go into the children's name. But it is in a trust cause. Why? I want to ask the Integrity Commission something tonight. I am asking the Integrity Commission a serious question today. I am asking the Integrity Commission a serious question tonight. I am asking, where did Daryl Vaz, as a public servant, got $400,000 cash to purchase a house?
That's approximately $58 million. You know, it's over 50 million Jamaican. It's over 50 million. When did they get a pick? Hold on. That was 2019. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Google. When did JLP raise politicians' pay? That's what I want to know. salary increase for politicians. Salary raise for MPs, politician hike to be determined. Well, salary increases for politicians. Directorate part of revised public service compensation. Minister without portfolio with responsibility for. Can somebody tell me when that happened, please? Minister without portfolio and responsibility for information in the office of the Prime Minister, Honorable Minister Robert Morgan, says the salary increase for Parliament and Cabinet ministers from part of the revised public blah blah blah. He was responding to questions during Wednesday's May 17 post-cabinet briefing at the Jamaica House. The increase comes as part of the public sector transformation process. The question that we have to also ask ourselves is, where should members of Parliament be on the scale? The Minister noted, Mr. Morgan noted that the structure that was outlined many decades ago indicated that ministers of cabinet should be $53 above permanent secretary, who he pointed out that significant increase which reached a particular level. We did not interfere with the structure that was operated for the last 20 years, so it is not a case where government got up and said, okay, we're going to just give ministers a massive increase. Minister Morgan informed. He said the increase is predicted on a formula that has been expected and used for the last 20 years in government. So if the permanent secretary are at X, we are then part of the ministry, should be paid below the level of the permanent secretary, because that is the implication in many cases the ministers pointed out. Now the question, blah blah blah. So this was the increase range from approximately 100 to 200 to 250%. So this was actually 2023. Wow. Thank you so much, Donovan. I didn't see that. So 2023, they had this increase. So people, 2019, there are about 58 million for one property in cash. Yo, and according to what Andre is asking and saying, if this is true, you bought it in cash, and then what? It was actually 600,000, but they buy it for 400,000. I wonder why. Yo, this is some deep shit. I ain't even gonna cap. And I'm so happy because guess what? I found this article. I never read this article about the increase. I found it. Yes, amazing. So that is a positive. Let me put it here in my reference board right there. Yes.
So I see where.
Come on.
So I see.
Calm on. You need to chill out. Gotta chill out. Told you, man. You gotta chill out. Tripping. Man, tripping, bro. Tripping. Let's continue.
Yeah. Was this ever declared in his statutaries? You have to do a statutory declaration. Was this ever declared in his statutaries? I am going to ask again to the integrity commission. Was this ever declared in his statutories? One, it's not 400,000 Jamaican,
US.
but 4 $100,000.
58 million, 50+ million dollar. I know
Jamaica.
it's more than double its value.
Surely,
Wow.
having received those contracts, it begs to question, Jamaica, if this is an act of nepotism.
Mighty God. Wow. Wow.
Think about that tonight, Jamaica.
Wow.
Think about that tonight.
Wow. Wow. This was a surgical presentation, and I like
It's not actually nepotism, it's actually cronyism.
cronyism. If it's true,
So Daryl Vaz,
all of that,
the truth is, Charlie is your business partner. This is a syndicate, Courtney.
But listen, the Prime Minister's business partner is still actively working with him right now, even after the Integrity Commission came out with the report. It's getting crazy, Crystal. The skirts are being lifted. So if Andrew One is going to operate in that capacity, where his business partner is actually working in the office of the Prime Minister, I mean, if this is true about Daryl Vaz, are we surprised? I mean, who's worse if it's true? Andrew Jonas or him? Isn't it the same blueprint? If it's true? These are just my questions. I'm just reacting to the questions he's asking. Wow, this is wild, bro. Hey, this is really wow. 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 It's a lot. This is a lot.
The spyglass which sits on just over. Listen, see head boy here calling tonight. Hey. Hello, good night, head boy.
You're wrong for trouble, Andre. You're wrong. Andre,
Yes.
let me first congratulate you and say thanks to our good friends from the United States Embassy for having honored a friend of transparency, truth, and justice. And as I told you a couple of weeks ago, the United States listened to you.
Oh.
The U.S. Embassy section, and you saw it for yourself.
Yeah, man, when I went to the embassy, everybody knew.
Absolutely. So I want to tell them, this is the first time I'm going to be so nice to my friends in the U.S. Embassy. I love them not bad. Yeah? No, I want to respond to this whole, I don't even want to say the word. But you know you are onto something, Andre. But let me give a piece of the puzzle that you missed.
Yes.
You remember in the same 2019, there was a rooms on the beach sale?
Rooms on the beach, yes.
And there was some issues over the rooms on the beach purchasing. Yes? And that it was being undervalued. The sale was being, they were underselling it for what it actually valued. By the way, rooms on the beach belongs to the people of Jamaica.
Yes.
So that was our asset. Now, in that same year, the same year, the Daryl and Audley, and I'm saying this not as asking no question, I'm stating it as a fact. And you can go check the Jamaica Civil Aviation Registry, check the flight data. Daryl and Audley traveled out of Jamaica on a flight and a plane that was owned by the Mexicans. Now, let me tell you what happened. Because we're onto something. So, he went to Mexico to meet with the people at the hotel. Yeah?
Oh, yes.
When he went to Mexico City, there was a backlash. So when he went, apparently he went to collect money. When he got, it was said first, it was reported back in Jamaica that he had gotten 30 million Jamaican dollars. Yeah? But I found it strange because 30 million Jamaican at the time was very high still in terms of its US value. But if you remember, that issue had became a strong issue that a local bank,
yes,
the bank that the senator died from, and I call it name.
The bank that the senator died from.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Right? That bank had come out with a statement. I have been searching for the statement for the last 2 weeks and I can't find it. What they did, they cleaned the internet up.
internet.
That's why that communications and technology, you know, right? They cleaned the internet of it. But what you forget is that you never clean the flight record.
Mighty
Yeah?
God.
And you can't remove flight records. So when he went to the US, to Mexico City to collect the money was then wired to that Jamaican bank. However, remember there's a thing called correspondent banking relationship. Yeah?
Yes.
So no money can enter Jamaica or enter Jamaica through unless it goes through a US bank. Now, what was the correspondent bank for that local bank in Jamaica? Citibank NA USA in New York.
Oh, yes.
Now, let me tell you something. New York has some of the strongest money laundering rules and also drug running rules. That's why they bring Maduro go there. Yes? Now, that same time, he lost his visa.
Oh, yes.
Now, what did he do? What did Daryl do after he lost his visa? And he couldn't access the money, right? This was when he went to go get that deal now after to go buy the house.
Wow.
You with me?
What?
You with me?
What?
No, you raised a thing named Spyglass. Let me tell you about Spyglass. Spyglass was a property purchased by Daryl and his brother in 2003 in Jacksonville. Yeah? Now, they purchased that property. Then, never had no money to do nothing with it. But all of a sudden, in 2024, ABS Builders and Virtuoso, which is a subset of ABS, started the construction on this property. And their realtor is Sotheby's. Let me tell you something about Sotheby's. Sotheby's don't sell nothing under 500,000 euros.
Mighty God.
No,
Where get the money here from?
let me tell you, when you have a powerful ministry like that, you can run rocket till not even tennis racket fire like them rocket when them are run. I have never seen anything in my lifetime like this, and I'm asked. These are facts now, you know. We don't have to ask questions when facts have presented themselves. Yeah. So we simply asking now, how is Daryl able to develop this property? Right? How are they able to develop the property? What is the share in this property? Who has financed this property? Where the money come from to finance it? Yeah. But
Cash.
I dare say to you, go
$400,000 cash. US. Brother, that offering bills, bro. Record of that after the something like where the money they come from. Then the type of transaction there. USA go, wait a minute. Mark it down.
and look back for the school, but who has financed this property? Where the money come from to finance it? Yeah. But I dare say to you, go and look back for the school bus money, and you will find that a lot of that school bus money have gone into certain development. I'm not saying that development. So nobody not come to Andre or come to me. I'm asking, did any of the funds from the purchases of the bus in the United States went into that development of that property? Did any? We're only asking.
Wow. So Spyglass, which sits on over 5 acres of land, is a multi-million-dollar joint venture between Daryl Vaz, Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunication and Transport, and St. Anne businessman Arthur Van Stroley of ABS Builders Limited. ABS Builders Limited is the company behind the multi-story development.
Oh,
Mighty
Yes.
God.
So let me say this, Daryl, you are the thorn, you are the thistle, you are the maca, you are an embarrassment to Jamaica. And let me tell you something, the whole of must go prison.
You remember that Siaga never wanted him in the JP? Siaga said that he and James Roberts should not be members of the JP. Even on his dying dead, Siaga said Daryl and James Robertson should never get involved in politics. Because they come from a house of dishonesty.
mighty
But
God.
also remember, there was also a scandal in 2007 when the election campaign funds that was given by David Smith from Old Smith to the jail, right? A lot of it was not accounted for. Who was the treasurer then? You were in the JLP then. Who was
No,
the
me
treasurer?
never in a JLP. They no come mix me in 2006. My time in the JLP was a short stint.
A very short stint. But I'm simply saying, brother,
Rastafari, big up.
these questions leave more to answer. And I'm asking, when will Andrew Wallace act? No. Andrew cannot separate himself from this. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because he has given free rein to Daryl. Why has he given free rein to Daryl? Because with all the knives Andrew want to make, the white upper class in Jamaica sees him as a little dirty pants boy. And they will never speak to him in the same manner that they hold Daryl, they consider from the monarch class. Yeah? They will never. And so without Daryl, he's nothing. You hear me? Without Daryl, he is nothing.
Wow.
So we know that is why he's playing the role. And as I go, teacher, enjoy yourself in the United States. I won't come. I have no interest in coming. But please greet the people there for me and tell them to take good care of you because you are doing some excellent investigative journalism work. And I'm saying to my friends at the public section of the United States, you need to invite Andrew and give him a Fulbright scholarship. Go on.
Straight up.
Fulbright scholarship.
No joke about that.
Jamaica.
Wow.
If they are business partners, Courtney, how then does he get a contract to be supplying buses in the same ministry?
Yo, Integrity Commission need to investigate this. And that would include the Auditor General to audit those files from overseas in terms of the property or whatever. Where did the money come from for this? At that point, politicians weren't getting paid that much. How long has the Jamaica Labour Party been in government for Daryl Voss to have any capacity before that? You're talking about 2019. What? Listen, PJ was running the country for 18 years. They had 4 years where Bruce Coley went around the country. At least he did cut short because he did have to move because the whole Tivoli Garden insurgent extradition thing with Dodos. So him did pack up film bags and go, as Mr. Knight said. By the way, what's going on with Mr. Knight and Christopher Tufton Larson? Right? Next day. So, where has Daryl Voss operated as a member of parliament where he is that rich, where he is paying for a property under the value, according to Andre, 600,000 is the actual value of the property. He pays for it for 400,000 allegedly and forwards it into some type of Douglas, whatever his father's thing allegedly, bro, and then the property value goes all the way up to over $1 million. That's a 200% increase. That's more than a 200% increase, ladies and gentlemen. How is that possible? And then the person that he buys the property from, that person is getting government contracts, primarily from his ministry. You can't make this up. And it says there on the document that they're business partners. So this is some high level, like, connection, bro. You hear when them say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Right there. Because if we should look at the Jamaica Labour Party and the procurement issues that we have with them, if the proper procurement procedure is not followed, regular business people coming up will never get an opportunity to get the big contracts. They will never get it. They will never get it. It's all about who is connected to who. What a crying shame, ladies and gentlemen. What a crying shame.
You know, sister, this is full-time cronyism.
Mighty God. Wow.
His business partner, and he carry in Jamaica, that has the potential to speak about kickbacks.
Of course. Of course.
It opens up an opportunity to say, Courtney, would this man potentially could get a kickback from the contract?
Yeah, of
Tell me
course.
now, Courtney.
Of course.
If me in our ministry and you hear say Claudette or Courtney, come get contract, something wrong. And like our next ministry, our agency, is the same ministry Jamaica.
True, man.
That is his immediate business partner.
That's crazy. That is wild.
And the media knows about this.
What?
The media knows about this in this country. The media, Courtney. Dirty Batty Jerry know about it. Cliff Hughes know about it. Deion Jackson know about it. Emily Shields know about it. Arvin Taylor know about it. Clive Mullings know about it.
Come on, bro. Don't tell me that y'all know about Deion Jackson Miller, really? Out of everybody. Really? Is this true, Deion? You know about this? Never thought about doing a piece on it? I mean, is mainstream media just absolutely compromised at this point? Like, who does real journalism anymore? I mean, outside of, what's her name again? Jesus. The one that investigated Andrew Honest's taxes before the first election in 2016. What's her name again? Outside of her, who does real journalism anymore? Outside of a man like, well, his sector is finances. Outside of Rasta, man, who does real journalism anymore, bro? Who is not compromised? That's a better question. Where I say it is not strange that the allegedly international cyber police not stop these transactions, stay out of these people's reach. Well, man, this is sad, bro. This is sad. You see, that's what I say on my platform, and people might not want to hear it, but really and truly, guys, if it's not God, who? Pyro Prime said, Miss Burton, if it's not God, who? If these people are in this position, it means they're very well connected. So if it's not God to stop them, who is going to stop them? Who is going to expose them? Who? I was talking to my friend earlier tonight, and I was talking about an experience that she had years ago with a man that was a businessman in the community that had name and status, and he owed her money, and she took him to court, and the judge said to her, who are you to sully this man's reputation because of this little bit of money? I said to my friend, but the judge is compromised. She said, yes. It's the same connection thing. Because the judge should look at the case with impartiality, right? if it's even $1,000, the man owe you the $1,000, you have the right to come to court. But I'm just saying $1,000, but it wasn't $1,000. But the lady, the judge, put pressure on my friend at the time. She was way younger. She was the only person, the first person to ever take that businessman to court and beat him. Because he had status and he had connections. Nobody challenged him. You see, when she won, guess what happened? Blood was in the water. Multiple people that had similar cases sued him and they won. And he had to start paying people their money. Moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, do not be afraid to be a David, because it only takes the proper strike of the slingshot to take down Goliath. You heard what I said? Do not be afraid of the David. Do not be afraid of the Goliaths, sorry, because it only takes one strike with the power of the Most High behind it. One strike to take down Goliath. Do not be afraid, my people. Do not be afraid. Andre Stevens is standing in the gap right now as a David. Pastor Peter Chambers has said, one from among them is going to take them down. As short of a stint as he was with the Liberates, he was with the Liberates. And he knows them, ladies and gentlemen. He know them business. Them don't know what to do with him. And some of them still love him. Because the truth is just the truth. But through them are Liberate, and them just now go so good to PNP. Them know say the man them are do the thing with them people. And them still at work with the nastiness. That's our next conversation. But I'm just saying, nothing in Jamaica is secret. Somebody know them government official are business. Somebody know it. Jamaica is a very small country. Wow. This is it.
Giovanni Davis know about it.
What?
Kenisha Williams know about it. Carla Thompson know about it.
What? There's more?
And every one of them in the media silent on these matters.
Wow.
The church know about it.
What?
And they get an opportunity to reign supreme and free-handedly in this country.
Wow.
I remember Kaboom some time ago spoke about the synagogue of Satan. This is the epitome of the synagogue of Satan. It's wrong. And silence makes you complicit.
True.
It is sad, Jamaica.
Oh.
These vultures. They are vultures. They are blood-sucking vultures and parasites.
Wow.
They are colonial hybrid parasites.
Them are the one them
You
feel
know,
like
like
say, them are the one them feel like say them have privilege. So them look down upon people.
Hybrid parasites.
Wow.
You know, like you have hybrid sweet pepper. These are hybrid parasites. They are
Andre said them a hybrid. Like oh you have hybrid sweet pepper, you have hybrid plant, them a hybrid parasite. Damn son, where'd you find this?
unique. They suck, they drain, they ravish, they rape. They're like the conga worm, the palmer worm, the locust. They evade. They take. And they never give back to the people.
Wow.
Jamaica. I know them going to come with a cease and desist later this. But I'm not afraid of them. I am tired of them, Jamaica. And if it means that I have to get lawsuit every week to continue asking the pressing question, all I did tonight was do what, Courtney?
Ask
I
question.
asked questions.
Mm-hmm.
And after I asked question, I said, could it be? Was it? But Daryl, where did the 400,000 come from?
That is the good question. That is the
400,000
big question right
yes.
there. Cash. Bro, we're not talking about one check, you know. We're talking about cash. Who has $400,000 of cash in 2019 to just, oh, here's the money. Thank you for the property. Who has that type of money? Just, accessed. No check, cash, no wire transfer, cash. Cash? That's a good question in our stuff, all right.
To purchase the house. The house became undervalued and then it became valued at over $1 million US. Jamaica. Tomorrow is another lunch day at PD Kitchen. Tomorrow is another lunch day at come by lunch at PD. I'm good.
So I'm here watching your show, and from the little that I know as a real estate agent in America, everything that you have just said on your platform is all money laundering. They use a straw man and they did a silent second. And everything that you just said right now, if the authorities heard you right and they did some investigations, people are going to be in trouble. Because everything that you said a while ago, it's illegal in America. Everything that they did to buy that property is illegal.
What they call it?
They use a straw man. You said that they bought the house and then they sold it in 5 days. The only way they could have done that is to buy the house in somebody else's name, which is a straw man. And then they sold it again, which is called a silent second. And then the house was undervalued and then it was revalued for more money. That's another illegality in real estate. So they
What? Bro. Yo.
did to buy that property is illegal. You said a right.
Hello. Tomorrow is another day. Come by lunch at PD. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Andre. How are you?
I'm good.
So I'm here watching your show, and from the little that I know as a real estate agent in America, everything that you have just said on your platform is all money laundering. They use a straw man and they did a silent second. And everything that you just said right now, if the authorities heard you right and they did some investigations, people are going to be in trouble. Because everything that you said a while ago, it's illegal in America. Everything that they did to buy that property is illegal.
What they call it?
They use a straw man. You said that they bought the house and then they sold it in 5 days. The only way they could have done that is to buy the house in somebody else's name, which is a straw man. And then they sold it again, which is called a silent second. And then the house was undervalued and then it was revalued for more money. That's another illegality in real estate. So they've done a lot of illegal stuff in America. And if somebody in Florida, the real estate commissioner or the state general, if they heard this and they hear what you're saying and they start investigating these people, they're going to be in a lot of problems. All of it is illegal. If what you're saying is what they did, all of it is illegal. All of it.
The records are there. The records
There's
are
no
there.
way you can buy a house like that in America. You can't. I am a real estate agent, Andre. They cannot do that. There's names for it, and I just gave them to you.
And
And that is
the
a
house was
suspicion for money laundering. They're washing money. You can't buy a house for 400,000. You didn't declare it to America. None of that stuff. Even the people that they use to buy the house, they are in trouble. From what you're saying, yes.
wow. And you realize the house was bought in the time of COVID.
Yes, all of it was done illegal, from what you're saying. I don't know the whole fact. I don't have the paperwork in front of me, but from what you're saying, if that's what really happened, Andre, they're in problems. They're in trouble.
And who did he buy
So
the
they
house?
took it out of the
Who did he buy the house? In whose name? Was it the
because you
ex-wife
said,
name?
hold on,
Mm.
you said
Mm.
that the house was bought. You
Mm.
did not say whose name it was bought in.
Mm.
However, it was bought and then sold in 5 days.
Yes.
No, you have to sell a house. Not even flipping, you can't flip a house that fast. That
Wow.
means they bought it in somebody else's name,
Mhm.
and then they turned around and sold it back to somebody else to put it in that trust.
Mhm.
That's illegal.
Wow.
That is illegal.
Not even flip your can flip so fast for 5 days. Mighty God. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for that
You're
information.
welcome. Okay.
Yo, it's getting real out here in Jamaica, bro. It's like every day me hear something more on fraud case. You notice what's going on? Why are the fraud cases popular? Yo, let me go and look at the Gleaner because maybe there's a new story. Hold on. That I missed. Let me go and look at the Gleaner right now. Hold on. Wow. Proceedings in the home circuit court were briefly interrupted this afternoon when the judge summoned prosecution and defense attorneys for a brief in the chamber meeting after defense counsel Hugh Wildman made an unflattering comment about the lead prosecutor, Kathy Ann Pike. Wow, it's getting real hot. It's getting real hot. Oh, so this is the case where Floyd Green is a witness. Oh, the cops them. Okay. The National Conference of Actors for New Governance in Haiti has written to the Caribbean Community Secretary General Dr. Carla Bennett Barnett seeking the intervention of the 15-member regional grouping in the immediate creation of the Mediation and Transfer Powers of Committee amid efforts to remove Prime Minister Alex Didier Phil's aim within 30 days. Wow. Haitian groups seek CARICOM invention amid efforts to remove Prime Minister. That's crazy. Why? Can Haiti catch a break? Jesus. How Angelica Holmes is defining people-centered leadership. Jamaica workplace. Talent. See who did it. Where's this? Let's try about it. Hitler charged with murder after Senton vehicle dispute left taxi operator dead. 25-year-old Hitler has been charged with the stabbing murder of a taxi operator in Railway Senton following a dispute after a collision involving their vehicle on January 14. The police said the accused is Lamar Ferguson, also called Murray, of Clark's Lane, Bounty Hall, Trinidad. U.S. braces for more freezing cold as winter storm leaves at least 29 unalive. Wow. What else is happening here? 50-year partnership today with the United Nations Development Program in Saturday. Let me hear them I say 14 minutes. One next time. I'm not listening to that right now. No. I'm not listening to that right now. Adam Stewart named CNW Businessman Philanthropist of the Year 2025. This is the chairman of Sandals Resort. Okay. What's happening here? Legendary drama. Okay. Emergency contracts top 5 billion since Hurricane Melissa, says Finance Ministry official. Them gone $5 billion out of the emergency contract them already since Hurricane Melissa. I wonder if them have the proper records for that. Hey. Maybe open the article and see if it can open your that. Make me open this article and see if it can open. Wow. What a way. Now open it. Now wait for it. Share it to myself already. But that should be an interesting read. Butcher among three charged with alleged violation of agricultural law. So the butcher have been charged after the police uncovered alleged breaches of agricultural protection act, the butcher regulation during operations in Manchester and Clarendon last Friday. The arrest was made by members of the Agricultural Protection Branch Area 3 team during enforcement activities across the parish, according to a statement issued Monday by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Alright. Let's see. Next thing. Police Commissioner appeal court's ruling blocking SSP Cameron's removal as POA chairman. See if this will work. Let me refresh this. See what I'm going to TVJ. Emergency contracts. Alright, so this now open. Emergency contracts now open. I want to tell me the information. This one now open. How are you too late? Let me see something here. So. See if we can get the on that phone now. No, only 29%. Let me left that alone. Left that alone. Only 29%, but not gonna fly. Not gonna fly at all. Just left that alone. Well, you really talked about that earlier. Alright. Let's see what's going on in the Star. The Star always have some new, some different story, you know. See what's going on in Star. Teen hopes to be voice for peace. Age 17, Camperdown High School, 6th form student Daniel Russell is taking a stance against school violence, launching a voice for peace. That is amazing. Big up to she. Definitely need that. God, please lay your hand and protect that child. Protect that one right there, Father God, as she advocates for peace. Armed with 13 subjects, Rowan Francis marches into JCF. Okay. After leaving high school with 13 subjects, Rowan struggled to find work in corporate Jamaica despite his academic achievements. Stability remaining elusive. See, this right here, so, is a indictment on the country, where you have a student that goes to school and does exactly what he's supposed to do. Gets 13 subjects in high school, but cannot find a job. That is an indictment on the country. That is an indictment on governance. And I'm telling you, there's far more of the Rohan Francises here, far more Rohan Francis than you could possibly imagine. Who wants to work for the police? No, seriously. How many persons you will know? No disrespect to the police, you know, but nobody from any of these so-called elite families is telling their children, when you grow up, I will be proud if you're a police. None of them is doing that. Let us be real. Let us be frank. Let us be clear. Nobody that has money is advocating for their child to go and become a police or a soldier. Let us be clear. First of all, your life is on the line. High risk, possible of loss of life. High risk. Secondly, the pay is trash for that level of risk. They have these benefits. Most of them, I mean, come on. Is your life really worth it? But somebody has to do it, yeah? But I'm saying, 13 subjects from high school? This is an indictment on the Jamaican system. It's an indictment, guys. It cannot, no, it's an indictment. I'm sorry. No, it is an indictment. That's terrible. Wow, a German Soccer Federation Executive Committee member says it's time to consider World Cup boycott because of the action of the United States President Donald Trump. So the people in football is considering to boycott the World Cup. Man, listen, let me find out. When is the World Cup? When is the next World Cup? So it's 2026. Where is the World Cup being held? Oh, it's being held in the United States. FIFA World Cup is an international. It's in June. Where is it being held? I don't see that. 3 host countries, Canada, Mexico. Oh! No one man's if he boycott it because the United States involved. Damn! Wow. That one is, you know. Wow. Yep. Yep. Moving on. I will always be here for Jamaica. David Radigan answers call to assist following Hurricane Lisa. Can I say, big up to the Muslim community. I saw that on Android. That was dope. 40 million? That was dope. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Muslim community, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? The Ministry of Health has raised concern about the declining birth rate. So, we went to the University of Wellington to ask, oh no, this is going to be interesting. Yeah.
University of the West Indies because we want to know what would I really take for Jamaica's women to start having maybe 1 or 2 kids.
We want to know.
Let me get 2 mil for each, let me drop it on 14. No, 13, make it a baker's dozen.
30. For the past few years, the Ministry of Health has been bellowing from the metaphorical rooftops about the declining birth rate in Jamaica. So today, we're at the University of the West Indies because we want to know what would I really take for Jamaica's women to start having maybe 1 or 2 kids.
We want to know.
Responsible, mature gentleman to come and persuade me to kind of do that. I'm still looking though. Haven't seen him.
Okay, so that's what it would take for you to have more kids, to find that person.
Definitely someone who is of a like-minded set, who understands what it means to be a provider and a protector, and is willing to assist me in rearing the child, not just bringing the child here, but building and growing the child until the child becomes an adult.
I believe that giving young persons secure housing is really the solution, right? Because people don't want to have people's children in their...
Let me tell you something. We dropped the ball on September 3rd. We collectively as a people. First in family. All the housing programs that the PNP had. Man, yo, we really dropped the ball, bro. 40-year-old, bro. We really dropped the ball. We really dropped the ball. I will never forgive you guys for that. All of you, lab rats, I will never forgive you for voting for the Jamaica Labour Party. I will never forgive you for that. Ever. Just in case you didn't know. Bro, talk about... that is it right there, no? That's it right there, no? Security. If the government wants people to have more children, you know what they should do? Support, encourage marriages. When you're married and it's structured, and you have security, right? Push security, right? Grant couples land or housing. If you really want the fabric of the society to be better, right? You will encourage marriages. I'm telling you, God would bless this nation. God would bless this nation and prosper this nation if we had a government like that thought in that capacity. Promote marriages. Make it very lucrative to be married. To have structure, godly structure in the family. And I'm telling you, that would really shift this society. They do it in other countries, you know. What I'm saying is not, Patrick, big up yourself, my brother from Brandon, St. Andrew. What I'm saying is not anything new, you know. I am not a guru. So if I have knowledge of these types of things that other countries do, I am sure the government of Jamaica does. Under the Jamaica Labour Party. I'm absolutely positive that they do. You have a lot of countries that do it. Because they understand that they need... Alright, China, I believe, or Japan, one of them, had went on a campaign to reduce their population. You know what they're doing now? Encouraging the people there to have more children. And they have real structured ways to do it, but they have put the females in that culture, in this frame of mind. It's gonna take a long time before you see them start to warm up to going back to having a lot of children like they used to. Jamaica is the same. That's one of the other things that they did. They pushed the career woman. They didn't push the value of a mother being a mother. They pushed the value of a woman being successful in her career, not a mother, not a wife. That's what they push the value in. So, whatever the value of currency is, where the narrative is concerned, the sheep follow. And that's one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of women or young women. Oh, listen. You know what? Let me stop because I'm going to go off. Let me stop. Let's continue.
And that is really where that's the nexus of the problem.
I think we need financial aid for the women. Every time a woman has a child, there should be a plan set in place to help the children, even if it's just schooling for them or it's just healthcare free checkups. There's a lot of costs that come into raising a child, which I think is the biggest problem right now because we're in a really bad economic time.
No, sir, that is not true. Andrew Owen said that we're prospering. This is prosperity. What do you mean we're really in a bad time? Is who telling that? C4, CW, wow. Brother, the man is such a poison to the society that not even the people them don't have no pity, bro. People in can't see them way out, bro, and it'll get worse. It'll get worse.
I personally am saying like a 2 mil stipend. I don't know if it's a year or once the child is born, but there should be some financial involvement from the government in the situation.
And that would convince you if you could have children too.
Of course. Let me get 2 mil for each, let me drop it on 14. No, 30, we can make it a baker's dozen.
30.
No, he's ambitious. I even gonna cap 2 mil per child.
See, for me, I take a big mansion up by, the Hollywood, dream big. Yeah, I take at least like a nice 600 trillion.
600 trillion.
Yeah.
All right, she's out of pocket. 600 trillion, you just don't want to have kids, man. It don't take 600 trillion to raise children in Jamaica. I'm sorry. You gotta chill.
Come to me and not me. But I take a nice 600 trillion, I want to be financially freed for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Some.
School let's pay off and all them some you tuition. Okay. But
Okay, what about you?
nothing can convince me. Nothing.
He tells you can have anything in this world.
Nothing.
Nah. Do you want to tell me why you don't want to have kids?
Yes, it's a very scary thing, Suppose I die, then what? And the baby lives, then what? No.
Exactly. We not get no money.
Nah, it's quite alright.
At this point, I'm looking at these two girls like, are y'all straight, though? These excuses to not have children are ridiculous. At this point, y'all gotta be like, are you guys straight? Do you actually like men? Like, bro, this can't be true, bro. Nah. She's like, what if I die? What is going on, bro? Well, given the state of the healthcare system in Jamaica, that is a legit concern. You know what? Let me take that back. But the girl with the money, ma'am, you gotta chill. 600 trillion? You mean 600 trillion cents? Jamaica. And that's still a lot of money. 600 trillion cents? Like 1 cent? That's still a lot of money. But that's still a lot of money. Because if you divide 600 trillion by 100. That is still a lot of money. How much is a trillion? How do you even say a trillion? Wait a minute, 6. So this is that's a million. That's a billion. That's a trillion. Divide that by 100. $6 trillion. Man, come on, you gotta chill, bro. 6 trillion? Yeah, you gotta chill, man. Yeah, you definitely gotta chill out. Even if you were talking 600 trillion cents, you gotta chill. Before you have a baby? Nah, you just don't wanna have no baby.
Fine. So he's gonna have to just stay. But he can give you the house and the car.
Christopher Tough can hit me up.
Not right now.
But hit me up.
Nothing. I'm not having kids. You're not having kids? There's nothing they could do to persuade you.
No.
Well, there you have it. Financial.
You know how terrible it is? Let me tell you how terrible it is. You know your mom and your dad had to decide to have you, right? What's up, Celine? Why, Celine, you have to take my number, you know. If you don't have a number already, link me on WhatsApp, see it? Alright, just link me on WhatsApp. Tonight. You make tonight pass. You can't say why, but just link me. Alright? Yes. Might a surprise. Surprise you soon. You understand? Come on, just give me a link. This is sad, ladies and gentlemen. This is sad.
Seems to be the asking price for most women. So, I don't know, maybe the government can set up a grant or something. As for me, I get on that financial freedom train. So, I am Chanel. Until next time, if you see us in the streets, answer questions because we want to know.
Let me tell you something. You man them out there? I think this should be... Yes, silly. Hello? You hear me? You never tell if you call me now. You say you text me. You get up on the lap. I'm sleep, man. Celine.
Morning.
If we didn't want to talk about me, I talk about on the live. I'm going to just call you. You're up on the live now. Alright? Just text me, man. Morning. You alright? You hear me? I not hear you, you know. If you hear me, I not hear you. I don't know what happened. So. God, share voice note. Share voice note. I know me grandmother. Miss if it text me, don't voice note me. I don't want to play. I can't go listen it now. I'm up on the live. Yo, sleep a joke I have. I come like sleep just when I sleep. So ladies and gentlemen, the people them say them don't want no baby. And them are you where I say, girl, them say they don't want no pick this up. Mighty God, Southside nice again. Residents praise Zozo for reducing crime in Kingston. Southside nice again. One synonymous with fear, gun violence, and nightly curfew, some imposed by the government, others by citizen sections of Southside in Kingston are basking in what residents describe as notable dip in crime and gradual return to normal life. And let me see what going on. It's so interesting. It's so very interesting. Man electrocuted while searching for yams. What? Yo, is that even what? Oh my God, bro. Oh no, this is terrible. This is actually terrible. A man was executed while searching for yams. Could it be because of illegal wiring and stealing of current? Jeez and peas. I first thing that comes to my mind. A St. Mary man who was electrocuted after coming into contact with a high voltage Jamaican public service power line on Wednesday has been identified. So, oh, wow, Mango Valley celebrated his 30th birthday just over 2 weeks ago. Jeez and peas. Oh God. Oh my God. Mango Valley Fellowship. This is a fun event in the community each year. I was told that my brother discovered a particular yam vine, and as it said, and as he mounted the hill in the wild, a heavy vegetated area, and started tracking it back to the yam hill, I was told that his head came in contact with a high tension power line. Jesus! Oh my God! No, sir! My understanding is that one of the men wanted to assist him, but was prevented from doing so by others who were obviously in shock. Jesus! You can imagine the man a play one game, and they must search for yam vine, one yearly something, and go up in the hills and meet up on one high tension wire right on the crown of your head. Mana. Wow. And this is said his brother was well loved in the community and was always willing to help others, including the elderly and children. I was at the grave digging event in St. Catherine when I got a sad news about his death. Police and JPS were contacted following the incident. According to Anderson, JPS later sent a senior employee who spoke with several family members and visited the area to get first-hand look at where the power line run. Should power lines be that low? Police and JPS were contacted following the incident. St. Mary police have since confirmed that the incident was reported and said the investigations are ongoing. Guys, should JPS power line be that low? High tension power line? Should it be that low? Wow. I don't know. This potentially could be a thing, you know, guys. This potentially could be a thing. This is very strange. Who is the MP for this area? One synonymous with Southside Kingston Central are basking what residents describe as notable dip in crime and gradual return to normal life. Central Kingston. Who is the MP for Central Kingston? Donovan Williams. Wasn't he the one that went up against the former police Bridget? You know, so that Bridget is still all that they see that, yo, nobody can tell me nothing. Yo, JLB, man, listen. Yo, God is gonna deal with y'all, man. God is gonna deal with y'all, boy. Woo. I'm telling y'all, man. God gonna deal with y'all, man. All will be revealed there. Anyway. Let me see what is coming out here. So, Ultras crash claims life of 70-year-old. 70-year-old foreign national. Lord have mercy. Lost her life after being struck by a car along Milford Road, Ultras on Saturday. Are you serious? Is this the same story that yeah. This is the same story that I came across in the Gleaner. But let me hear the details. The deceased is Daryl Owen Jarrett of Norway. Damn. Reports are that about 2:10 p.m. on January 25th, Jarrett was walking along Milford Road when she was hit by a 1989 Toyota Corolla, sustained severe injuries. She was rushed to the St. Anthony Hospital. You mean the same St. Anthony Hospital that they come in at the news? But laundry pile up and maggot in them. That's the St. Anthony Hospital. And I'm not even blaming the staff, I am blaming the administration for these failures. I'm not blaming them. Del Toro, how you doing? The Auditor General report actually confirms that is an administrative failure. You can't even blame them, bro. CW, I can't even blame them. You can't blame them. Not in all instances. The 24-year-old driver of the vehicle has been warned for prosecution. Has been warned? What do you mean? The tourism liaison officer has been informed that investigation into the incidents are ongoing by the Ultras Traffic Department. What do you mean by the 24-year-old driver of the vehicle has been warned for prosecution? They're not prosecuting him. This is interesting. Very interesting indeed. Woman fighting rare cancer hopes for healing. Carries full of miles, life changed forever. And what doctor first thought was dengue fever was revealed to be duodenal cancer. Alright. You know what I like to talk to the lady. December 2023. But I like to ask her about her medical history. What has she taken in the last 7 years? Different. Rare cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be very skeptical in these times when you hear about rare cancers. You know, say cancers wasn't that thing until very, very in our recent history. You didn't know that. Cancers wasn't that thing, you know. You see how much children in America is being born a certain way and then develop where them can't function, them nerves, them can't even talk. I forget what them call it. There's a fundamental reason for that. And it's not what we think it is. It's not normal. It is not normal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's not normal. Very interesting. Big up them police. Quick thinking. Cops help woman deliver baby. Police officers sprang into action Saturday morning, helping St. Thomas woman. Big up them police officer. Helping St. Thomas woman safely deliver her baby after she went into labor at her home in Bull Bay. According to the police, the officers responded to an emergency 911 call for the expectant mother who was seeking urgent help after labor began. On arrival, Corporal A. Wellington and Constable S. Shaw and O. Dawkins quickly assessed the situation and realized that immediate medical attention was needed. While arrangements were being made to transport the woman to the Kingston Margaret Hospital, the officers provided critical support, helping her remain calm and ensuring she was positioned safely and comfortably. These things are very important, you know. I have to applaud the police. I have to applaud these gentlemen. I want to see more of these stories where the police is giving life and not taking it. Not giving life, but assisting in life coming into the world. Because only God can give life. Yes? Police said emergency procedures were followed to maintain a clean and safe environment. Come on, man. With continuous checks carried out on both mother and child. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Through the officers' coordinated, decisive action, the baby was safely delivered before the mother reached the hospital. Both the mother and her newborn were reported to be stable upon reaching Princess Margaret Hospital, where medical staff assumed care. The police said in a post on social media the incident highlights the dedication and professionalism of the responding officers, demonstrating that the role of the police extends beyond law enforcement to include compassion, service, preservation of life in critical moments. Let me tell you something, the preservation of life, ladies and gentlemen, to God be the glory. Yes, the Lord, Del Toro, to God be the glory. This is good. I am very pleased. I want to say again, when me I beat the police, they don't have to beat police watch me, you know. Me have big police will watch me, you know. Don't get me twisted. Me have police will watch me. Pick up a good police, then, and then know see me allow by this. Me then I school look. You not catch me in no scamming. You not catch me in none of them. No gang, no foolishness. Them know. She's a uptown brownie, what you mean? You know what you're talking about? Who is a uptown brownie? Son of domestic helper and garbage truck driver. Graduates with law degree. Oh, this is beautiful. Another example of perseverance. Wow. What else is so okay, alright. I'm so I want to see it here. But you the news, we are scroll people, we are scroll. We are scroll. See what I go on. Let's see what's happening. See what's happening. 9 hours ago. Reggae month. What is this? Chairman of the Negro. Blah blah blah. Suffer from long-standing infrastructure challenges, limiting its growth and premier tourism destination. That's going to affect the economy. That's going to affect the economy in some capacity. Diaspora-based commentator Hilton is calling for strong accountability following the latest Auditor General performance at the UH Eye. Oh, really? Interesting. I definitely have to take a listen to that in the morning. Education Minister of the University says all schools across Jamaica have reopened. Yes, sir. The lady that the cop held was an uptown brownie. Them get special treatment. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Why? Police, we can't win, brother. They are prison and somebody come bust in the bubble, bro. Somebody come bust in the bubble. So are you telling me that this person have some type of connection? Like, no people? Right? Reggae icon, slide down bar, man. Tell her big up yourself. Rest in peace, General. Hope you're the one with the most side, no? Do you guys know TK Dawkins on CVN TV? I don't know, she's glowing. She's absolutely glowing. She's glowing, guys. If you're avid watch out of CVN TV, she is absolutely glowing. Yeah, she's glowing. She's glowing. State Minister says there is no room for complacency despite the sharp decline in murder. That was January 25. I know about this. This was long ago. But I didn't listen to it. Because I don't entertain the argument about declining murders. I don't give it credence. I don't give it credence, bro. Nah, miss me with the dumb shit. Anyway, Instagram. And you see, people can say I'm biased, you know, but I'm open about my bias. You get me? Yeah. This girl disappeared after decoding the system we are enslaved by. What?
It is wrong to be yourself if yourself is different from what is accepted as normal. Confuse them about their own biological makeup so that they think that permanently altering their body is the answer to happiness. Require their daily attendance at an institution that makes them focus only on the information that is provided. Make them attend that institution.
Give me a second, people. These types of messages, you have to read.
From age 5 until an adult and repeatedly test them on the information so that it becomes their truth. Give them an explanation to everything so that they never have a chance to make their own assumptions of the world. Scold them and humiliate them if they suggest an opinion that opposes that of their authorities. Keep reminding them of how cruel their ancestors were to each other in the past and broadcast how cruel they are to each other in the present. Only show them tragedies on the news so that they live in fear and think the worst of one another. Convince them that
That's one of the reasons why I stopped watching the news. Because it affected my positive vibration towards my own reality, in my own space. You know, you can get inundated by the news, right? Where it truly affects you. And you have to be very guarded, you know. These stuff that we see and I'm reporting on, it take a toll, you know. You know how awesome it was for me to just see one of my best friends in the world today and hug her. It was just, you know. And I'm glad after I ended the live, I was literally sitting here and I heard my name. I was like, what? Who the hell is driving past and shouting my name? Then I heard my phone ring. Hey, we're outside. I said, man, yo, y'all, it sounds like y'all, boy. What? I'm like, ooh, if y'all watching right now, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's why I stopped watching news for years. I don't know nothing. Listen, when you hear me come on here and I'm shocked and surprised, it's genuine shock. I don't know the antecedents of these things that is being reported. That's why I have to watch Andre. I have to watch Mr. Wood Rattigan. I have to watch Mystic. I have to watch ABR. I have to watch Attack Press. I have to watch Talking by TV. I have to watch these people. It's always something I have to watch them. You know what things we learn from them? About what has happened in this country. The Isaac Buchanan with context matters. You know what thing we learn from them? Bruh. Whole heap of things I learn, bro. Whole heap, bro. Whole heap of things I learn. So the phone start the problem me again. I come tell me about unplug rotating. No, but it unplug. What you gonna do now? Hope you don't put up the message again. Anyway, listen to this later.
Their species used to be that of an incognizant wild animal. Make them think that their very existence is so incredibly random that they lack purpose and struggle to make sense of a creator. Tell them that their kind is as smart as they've ever been so that they don't question the integrity of the system that they're in. Provide them idols with artificial beauty and use them as examples of what it is to...
Yes, Bolo, you are the true late night show. Yo, listen. I'm going to do a literal theme around this live stream here. So. Yeah, man. Because most of the time I don't sleep, you know. And most of the time, some hot, sizzling things that need to be analyzed. Drop on Mystic, drop on whoever. Andre, whoever. You feel me? So, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Sometimes it's going to start 11. Sometimes it's going to start 12. Sometimes it's going to start 1 o'clock. But anywhere between 11 and 1 o'clock, right there, so I'm going to start have some live streams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote the show so people can expect to see me at those hours on a weekly basis, Monday to Friday. First I'm going to start with like 3 days out of the week selected. And I think I'm going to be strategic about it. It's just coming to me right now. But normally, we have Parliament on a Tuesday. So having a Tuesday night, 11 p.m. live stream for 2 hours, 3 hours is adequate because Parliament just done and we get to go over the thing in a detail. Yes? In highlighting key things in debates and whatever and do my own look at the middle. Yes? And then this is a Tuesday. Alright, which other day? Going into Friday morning is also another good time. So Thursday night is another good night. So then we'd have to do Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. If you have a tree, you know, a kind of a flowetry right there. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. What do you think? Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. I'm going to give it a structured name. I have something in mind already, but I'm not going to say it. Hey, we need to get the numbers up though. We need to get the numbers up. So I have to promote it and get people on. Because I know there's people living in England and those places and Europe and stuff like that, that they are not sleeping, they are up. So why not tap into that audience? If you know what I'm saying, why not? Some people are at work right now. There are a few people that come on my live that, hey Bolo, what's up? I catch a live, I'm on my way to work right now. I'm like, you have people that actually work night shifts in the United States. So, if you know what I'm saying,
So that they are never content with their own appearance and can't help but to compare themselves amongst each other. Create addictive digital platforms that rank them by numbers so that they base their self-worth off of the amount of followers that they have and are never satisfied.
Yo, do you know how much people truly rate themselves off of the amount of followers that they have? They don't even understand their own self-worth. That's a fact. Maybe I've been caught in the trap. I don't think so. But, you know, I'm just saying. Maybe I've been caught in that delusion. Do you know how many talented people on YouTube that don't get the attention? They don't get the views. They don't get the people haven't discovered their channels yet. I'm talking about massively talented. All they need is somebody to open the door, or they kick it down. You understand? That's all they need. So that's a strategy. People are recognized because of their following. People actually fawn over YouTubers because of their following, how much followers they have. Guys, if you see me in the streets, it's real. Alright? No celebrity thing around here. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. It's real. I'm a real person. Once you come to me with the right energy, we straight. We are straight. Yeah, Bigfoot literally. She makes my blood boil, guys. I'm telling you the truth. That lady is really enough. Let me just say, she is enough. If I didn't say enough is enough, no, she is just enough. Enough to finish the sentence. Enough. Mighty God. Don't tell me that she's coming back. She don't stay in India. Tell her to stay in India. No come back.
Build a society around them in which those who have money benefit and those who don't fail. Make money their main focus, but make it so difficult to accumulate that they remain in a place of constant struggle, forced to dedicate the majority of their time to the system that made it this way. Tax them in every way possible, but tell them that it's for their own benefit so that they don't think twice about paying it. Take so much of their time and energy.
Yo, let me tell them something. You know what she said about tax them? To make them think it's for their own benefit? There's going to come a time. It's kind of happening now. But I'm talking about collectively around the globe. Where people are going to be saying, yo, listen. Enough is enough. I'm telling you. The matrix, they call it. Yeah. There's going to be a collective wave of just enough. No more. Guys, did I play the video for you? Did you see the video on my TikTok? Where there was a man that they said the country that he's in, they charged him because he catch rainwater, and by law the state owned the rainwater. I don't think y'all heard me though. The rain water. This man has catchments on his own property, and it's alleged, I am hoping it's a fake story, that this man was charged. As a matter of fact, I played it. Look up on TikTok. When we reach the, what is this? When was this? No, when was this? I'm gonna copy that link first. Let me be smart. I want to know the date. I want to know the date. I don't want to jump to the conclusion. When was this? Rain or fall. When was this?
over a 300% increase in police fatal shootings in the first 5 days of 2026.
Oh, this was the 7th. Okay, I got you. All right, I got it. Yeah, I understand. I was like, wait, is there more people that got unalive? Like, what? Hey, you know what I mean? You know how long I never look on my friend London page? A long time I in a pre-London page, you know? Yo, you think say I eat down, you think say I eat. Juliet owners got in there for go eat. CW, better than that. Better than that, CW. Better than that. There must come one day. There must come. Let me see if we can find it. Oh, here it is.
Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for collecting and using rainwater on his own property.
TikTok. Me don't want to believe that really because these people.
An Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for collecting and using rainwater on his own property, sued by the state for theft. Rancher Gary Harrington built 3 large reservoirs on his own land to collect.
All right, so an Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for collecting and using rainwater on his own property, sued by the state for theft. How you doing, Sassy 81? I haven't seen Sassy. I need to call her. Yo, I haven't seen Sassy in my chat for a minute. Man, yo, Sassy out here, girl. Where is she? All right. Where is she good? I know Sassy be good. I'm not, these messages are not even going through. Did she change her number? The rain is tearing down outside. CW, exactly. But I haven't heard from Sassy at all. Maybe she's on fasting. Alright, so let me go to Google and type in this. It says an Oregon man, what? An Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for collecting and using rainwater on his own property. An Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for using rainwater on his own property. I want to see if this is a story. That was 2012. When was this post? A week ago, so that's not it. Alright, no, so an Oregon man. Oregon is the place. Very important part. Oregon resident convicted and jailed for harvesting. So this is a real story? Wait, what? Man, come on, bro. No. Is this? He was diverting stream water onto his property, not collecting rainwater. Literally nobody had read this actual article, including the submitter being soapboxing their rants. Sad. Alright, so where's the article? Because I found it to be quite disturbing. Alright? That could really be a thing. A quick Google turns up. Alright, nothing was found from that. Let me see. Let me see this Instagram post. Hey Afi, what's up?
Rancher Gary Harrington built 3 large reservoirs on his own land to collect rainwater and snow melt. He claimed the water was primarily for fire protection reserves and for providing water to wildlife. But the state called it theft and prosecuted Gary. A municipal code stipulates that all water within city limits, including precipitation, is part of the public water supply. The city requested the court order the removal of his collection system and impose a fine. Despite Harrington's repeated appeals, arguing, the water fell on my land, I'm not selling it. I'm simply using it on my own property. The court ultimately rejected his claims. Harrington was found guilty on multiple charges, including unlawful appropriation of state water resources. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail and fined over $1,500. The incident sparked intense backlash. Residents said it was simply tyranny. If a person cannot own the rain that falls on their own land, what do they actually own? An Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for collecting and using rainwater.
Bro, I really don't want to believe this story, bro. I'm telling you right now. But I only saw this. There's no real article. Right? And the 2 videos that I saw,
Rainwater and snow melt. He claimed the water was primarily for fire protection reserves and for providing water to...
the videos seem edited because one video shows a different guy that have some type of water catchment, and the next video shows a totally different guy. One of the videos has a lady in there, the other one doesn't have a lady in there. So it's like somebody put together some clips. What's up, Atthew? Blessings to you as well. We see a tire from shoveling snow. Oh gosh, man. Please take care of yourself in the Atthew. Please. Alright, them snow something. Mighty God. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This story just seems too unbelievable to me. And then the videos don't help. I am looking for an actual article in the newspaper, because this video could easily be edited.
Water on his own property, sued by the state for theft. Rancher Gary Harrington.
And then the clips could be from persons showing their own water catchment system and how they store water. And then the voice behind it, the story aligned to it. You know what I mean? I don't see. I don't know.
Harrington built 3 large reservoirs on his own land to collect rainwater and snow melt. He claimed the water was primarily for fire protection reserves and for providing water to wildlife. But the...
Furthermore, is there any law in Oregon that supports this claim? Is there any law in Oregon that supports the claim of a citizen being locked up for collecting rainwater? Is there any law in Oregon that supports the claim of a citizen being locked up for collecting rainwater? It is legal to collect rainwater in Oregon from your rooftop for personal use, but it is illegal to capture, divert, or store water from natural streams, runoff, or creeks without permit. Mighty God. Is Oregon a desert? The high-profile case often cited to support a claim of citizens being locked up for involve a man that built a massive illegal dam, not simply using a rain barrel. The case was in 2012. Gary Harrington. Wow. When you hear that, ladies and gentlemen, Oregon rainwater laws. Oregon actually encouraged rainwater harvesting to conserve water, particularly in urban areas to reduce stormwater runoff. Rooftop harvesting is legal. For standard residents, not potable, non-drinking use, example garden, no permit is generally required. Large systems with storage tanks exceeding 5,000 gallons may require a building permit for local officials. Illegal diversion, building dams or digging ponds to capture water that has already touched the ground is illegal without a water rights permit. Yo, this is wild still. Yeah, the freezing temperatures them are normal. Or if you don't clean your driveway, you get tickets. Whoa. Guys, I have to look more into this Oregon law thing. I have to do some more reading. This is really messed up. You're telling me if you have a water storage exceeding 5,000 gallons, you have to get a permit? You shitting me? You're talking about God's water? You gotta be joking. Who made these laws? How did we accept these laws as people? In any, like, bro, what? This is just a way how to take money from people, you know? And monetize God's, like, I'm telling you, there's going to be a whole shift. Because this is foolishness. In summer, the law does not prohibit collecting rain that falls on your house, but it does restrict the impounding of water that constitutes a public waterway. Yo, that's crazy. I ain't gonna cap. That's crazy, bro. That is wild. Where's my friend London? London look like she took a break. No wrong her. No wrong her at all. Oh, didn't she get a job? I think she got a job. Like, well, I don't know if she got a job, but she went to work.
Morning, sir. I noticed that the video that I make about Kenisha Candle Rochester, sir, I wake up and it disappears off on a page. But I just want to know that I'm going to make it back because guess what? You're running a shameless criminal organization calling itself a government. And when I said Kenisha is not fit to be permanent secretary, Mr. Ones, me and you know, because the fact that she was a political activist and she was the director of
you know who for video they can't take down? Mark Golden video. He spoke about that lady and her appointment. This today. A film video they can't take down.
Positive media, the charity company where you use up the whole of the money. I asked Google if it's possible for her to become permanent secretary, and Google said yes, under the condition that she sees partisan. Meaning that she don't have no affiliate to no special political party. Okay? And then want to make sure she can do her job properly. I mean, there's no way she can do her job properly because we all know she's a JLP. And at the end of the day, Mr. Honest, your bodyguard that is the closest to you is her husband. And it should never happen. And it will show you how corrupt your government can be. But at the end of the day, Mr. Honest, I have something to ask you, sir. What you heard about thief in flight green? You heard with thief in flight green, look how much millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, Auditor General say, missing from the Agriculture Ministry. Right? And then we have the same thing again. 521 million missing from the freaking health ministry, and them still about to take a next 600 billion claims to them and go build new building, and you're just sitting right there not doing nothing. Oh, I understand why. I understand why. But Mr. Honest, one thing I can tell you, you trick the Jamaican people that you have tricked. He's a super criminal. And I tell you this, Mr. Honest, the people of this country who still support you, they themselves, they are all criminals like you and criminal-minded. They are all criminal like you. Yeah. They are criminal like you and criminal-minded.
So London do I do it with herself? London is easier, man. She funny as hell.
We said, portion of our holy minister, our minister accountable with the dead baby them. At the same man, having minister them a thief every dollar from poor people. How is it that poor people are ever better? So right there, so the agriculture ministry thief off all of the money fly green. So now the agriculture sector get knocked. That's why you plan to send where at least a few already left. Send where the farmers them go a foreign, go do farming, because I don't know someone thief up the whole of the money for themselves. But I'm gonna sit and watch the day when you all gonna fall. Remember that? Remember?
Sure will. Sure will.
Well, last time I had research and I read about the wickedest times in Jamaica. And the wickedest times then, under any government that Jamaica ever freaking have is under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Facts.
Under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Facts.
One of those thief, one of those wicked, so really read him there. After I'm thief 50 million from the Education Ministry, him I got film like I go court about them one case short. Thank you, Judge. I don't know if I shame you, shame. Make you not short the procedure, or them not reach to you with no money yet. And you can't make everything look so. Why? You basically say the case have to go on. The whole of them are criminal, man. The whole of them is criminal. The people of this country not have no justice to get when you come out to government people. One just a walk and thief, one a walk and tell lie, one a walk and kill off the people. Them. There is nothing in this country for the poor. Nothing at all in this country here for the poor. One take every God Almighty thing for yourself. Nothing. Now I'm going for the poor people them in this country. Not at all. Not at all now I'm going for the poor people them. Everything I'm going for the whole of them are criminal. Yeah, the whole of them are criminal. The whole of them are criminal. Yeah. And poor people have to sit on the side. Look, we're still going to Western Jamaica.
You know me can't do that.
Going on in Western Jamaica.
Can't do it too? Never could. I don't know how people do that. I don't know how they do that. More than my scratch their throat, I couldn't. I can't do it.
The only thing I have to make the people them poor. I make the people all around there thieves. You all are criminals. When is it that you're not going to give the poor people them a break? And when people come out here and talk, You have your lab rat and your pit bull, them will come out full force. Y'all are just as thief and criminal minded like the Prime Minister and the ministers them. In history, I have not read one single part in a history that shows me PNP treated this country the way how the Jamaica Labour Party treated the country and treat the people. I'm not telling you say no. Anytime you all put away colour and decide to stand up for the people in the country, that is the only way Jamaica will go forward. Because guess what? You all intend to tell you all so taking up for $1 trillion here and defending a man where make the country weak and vulnerable to vultures of other countries. Only no steam and do nothing wrong. Only sit down and praise this thieving wicked man.
Trouble did it.
Wanna sit down praising him, and when people post nothing, wanna like them post, on a team come out and report the video and make me wake up and say, look here, Kenisha, Canberra, Rochester, enough for them know where they saw. It's for showing on a deep in the corruption. I am 100% sure say you have whole heap of civil servant we sit down and wait for that. Even make application, put in application to get that role down and don't give them. Because guess what happened? You want people who can work in your favor, who can help you. Thief. You know, want a body go in there where I go honest and not go do the dirty work where you want them to do. So therefore, the people them who apply for the position, you don't give it to them. I know you have persons, Mr. Honest, who are civil servants for years, decades, who would appreciate this and were more than qualified for this. But no, you have to put someone there that willing to thief for you and them. You have to put your circle there where help you do the dirty work. Because guess what happened? You have to feed your sheep. You as a shepherd have to feed your sheep where help you name down the grass of the Jamaican people. But let me tell you something. Mr. Honest, gotta go make sure, say, you get the beating where you deserve. I never saw a next man like you with a visa problem now. You're going to come tell the people them, but it's time now for build Jamaica. Like, what that have to do with building Jamaica? What that has to do with building Jamaica?
You guys know how stupid that is and how backwards. That's what they call a reactive government, right? What is this? Why is it doing all of that? You guys can hear me? Can you guys hear me? On Bolo VNR 2.0 and Bolo VNR clips, can you guys hear me? Mic check, mic check. Now, the Prime Minister coming out talking about Jamaica needs to be independent. You see how backward this dude is? Back of the class. You weren't working on independence all this time? You waited until... Oh, it look like the internet has a problem. Okay.
So I see where, yes, matters having to do with travel will be disrupted in other ways.
Oh. Where's that? Good. Alright. Yeah, so whatever that was, fix it. Can't take no surprises. Alright.
I want to speak to you about some important issues of governance. I'm saying a matters fund 350 million. So it's...
So guys, I'm gonna be enjoying my steak and eggs today. I wonder what Mr. Honest eat for him lunch. That old criminal there got a sushi me eat, you know. By the way, guys, y'all don't know that Mr. Honest invests over $1 billion of taxpayers' money in SSL. Lord Jesus, when we finish eat me, I tell you now. So guys, I'm at the Mezzaluna and I'm gonna have my lunch right now. But I was just thinking, I wonder what Mr. Honest eat for lunch. Right now, when you check it out, the man there gonna eat pure sushi. By the way, guys, you all know that Mr. Honest invested over $1 billion Jamaican dollars of our tax dollars into SSL. We're going to talk about that later, because I know say, we're not talk about it. Later when we finish it. So guys, I'm at the Mezzaluna now. So guys, I'm heading home from Mr. Onus's favorite restaurant. Glad I didn't run into him, guys. Newsflash for the females, newsflash. The psychopathic Arville Dietrich that stalked the females and was charged in 2023 for boogering, abduction, and raping is back on the loose, guys. His mom bought him a new car. Arville Dietrich is now driving a new brand under Accord, a gold one. So girls, be careful, he's on the loose again. 2 days ago, he was bothering some neighbors again and tell them one bag of dirty bad word. After I'm going to park up at them gate and spy on them like him is a dinner class. Yes, guys. So females, remember, Arville Dietrich is now into a goal under a card. So don't take the drive from him. Remember, I warned you all, him get a new car. Mother, we're going to deal with the rest of the business in the court because you're not take heed. Flash for the so guys, I'm heading out to lunch. So TikTok, I did. The thing. Nobody.
Umbrella, step in the kitchen. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini with the cop car, with the pistol.
I gave you the man and you still.
So guys, today.
What are the real reasons for?
So guys, today is my laundry day, and like I always said, I can't be the only one. After I wash my stuff in the machine and air dry them, I hang them inside. Guys, the scent is to die for, and then I like how the breeze is blowing and the stuff. Like, oh my God, that looking so good. Oh my God, and there's a white man sitting right there. Oh, that's my baby. Oh my God, guys, the scent is to die for inside today.
Yo, she is too funny, bro.
This is one of my best days when I gotta do my laundry.
Yo,
and I'm inside the scent. Happy Sunday, y'all. So guys,
What are the real reasons for? Patients being on the ground or being left untreated for hours.
Mr. Allness, good morning to you, sir. I hope your Sunday is going great.
But you mean what's up with Carrie Ann? What are you talking about?
I am here this morning to let the Jamaican people know a lot of tax money I got, Mr. Otis, because you not tell them. So if you see it's only talk, I gotta come out here and talk, I'ma do so. But Jamaica, now listen to me this morning here. I go tell you now, when enough of our tax dollars them go, and the Andrew Otis administration not letting the people them know. Neither we ever see him come out here, come address one of them situations. So I go and look around and I walk around Jamaica. Listen, in a SSL, all the public bodies that was invested in SSL Jamaica, may I go tell you them. National Health Fund, $740 million, taxpayers' money. Austin Trust, $238 million, taxpayers' money. National Insurance Fund, $8.4 million, taxpayers' money. Agriculture Society, $8.9 million, taxpayers' money. Banana Catastrophe Fund, $98 million, taxpayers' money. Jamaica, tell me the truth where God love. Tell me the truth where God love. When you get to find out that all these monies invested in SSL and they are public bodies, who invested this money? Who invested this money? The government sit down and use tax dollars to invest in a private institution. And the Jamaican people not hear nothing about them something there. Thank God for the findings. Is what kind of slackness this are going in our country. I'm telling you this in Jamaica saying. This is why you see them set up some little people to come out here and come talk about, oh, them still a campaign. We're not a campaign. Nobody don't out here a campaign. A parliament with them. We're keeping our own parliament. Look here, campaign in an election done long time, but parliament still a keep, right? Parliament still keeping. So let me give you a liquor update. We are having our own parliament time. I feel we parliament are going. We are talk what going in the country, what should be happening, what we want to see happen, and all. Our parliament.
You know, I love that, and she's absolutely right. This is our parliament. This is the parliament of the streets. The raw and unfiltered parliament. You don't love it down the dogs on top. And we gonna shine on me till my heart stop going to envy me. I'm Jamaica's MVP and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. You can get to know Bolo here now. I ain't going nowhere. Man, I have committed to being a symbol of change in this country. We want to see real change, and that means not the Jamaica Labour Party. Nothing to do with them in our government. They are poison, they are cancerous to Jamaica's, health as a country. Any way you want to put it, spiritually, economically, any way you want to put it, they are a cancer to our health as Jamaica. Real talk. That's real talk.
One, this administration is a bag of filth them.
Facts.
And if
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna create a thumbnail for our live stream. We gotta take this up in the morning. I have to rejuvenate this conversation in the morning, and I don't want to go to my bed too late because, around 9 o'clock ish, one power hour, 9 a.m. Please, ladies and gentlemen, pray for me that I wake up. I'm going to go now and make the thumbnail and set it. But I want to get up and do a power hour. And guess what? I'm going to be live on Bolo V&R 2.0. And I'm going to be doing the live on TikTok this time. So Bolo V&R clips, for the people over there, I need you to make sure you subscribe to both platforms so you can see. Yes, I don't hear you featuring her in a while. She don't need my feature anymore. Sister Carrie page get more views than mine. She don't need to feature mine. Black Loki, where I deal with? Yeah, man. Sister Carrie good, brother. All my mother. To Sister Carrie, Sister Carrie, I understand. There's certain executive decision we have to take sometime in our life. A lot of the things I don't personally understand, so the people I did, even now if you check my page still features Sister Carrie. I have a whole playlist involving Sister Carrie. I never did that for anybody else. So my page still supports the message about the earthquake and the tsunami and the warning. I did a whole documentary on it. I invested a lot of time in that. I invested more time into that research more than even anybody. Anything I've ever done, I put more time into that than anything else. Alright? So, bless up myself. Black Loki, say, I have a boogie now. So, respect for those that pass through the word is love. Pick up on yourself. At you. Hope you stay warm. Please stay, safe. Everybody. I'm out. Peace. Later.